the ministry begins. Last week, we examined the effort that Matthew makes to accredit an appropriate past for Jesus as one coming from the line of David, thus being the long-awaited Messiah. However, being born by the right parents doesn't mean that you are the Messiah. Matthew will use the rest of the Gospel to review how Jesus ministered his people, proving the point made already that Jesus is the Messiah.
One of the greatest questions that we all struggle with is about the purpose and meaning of our life. Ultimately, the solution should be found in a relationship and collaboration with the creator of this life. And this is one of the key elements in the ministry of Jesus that is about to begin in this lesson. So, we are starting with chapter 3 and a colorful personality in the desert.
That's true. Before Jesus starts his ministry, John the Baptist appears on the history stage and speaks some serious words like repent, baptism, the axe, fire, and so forth. In addition, he makes it clear that whatever he does and whatever he says is subordinate to the preparation of the way of the one who comes after him, one who is more powerful than him.
John the Baptist is not just your casual preacher. His message is very strong. There is urgency. Big things are about to happen, and where we stand will make a difference.
And the author of the lesson makes an interesting point when comparing the status of Jesus before and after becoming a man. We find Jesus in the wilderness with his cosmic rival, Satan. The wilderness becomes just another battlefield between them, simply subsequent of all confrontations from the heavenly realm. But what a contrast! Both of them have completely reversed their positions and authority. Jesus, the heavenly commander, has become a man and has subordinated himself to authority. Satan became the authority.
Well, the big contrast is in the behavior when the roles got reversed. When Satan got authority, we see how he uses it, and we see how Jesus acted. Selfishness and selflessness, self-exaltation and humility. We can clearly see the face of sin. Okay, but why did Jesus have to go through the temptations? It's even the Spirit that takes him there. Why?
Good question. Jesus is on a mission. His ministry begins with fulfilling all the righteousness. And what it means is that his battle with the temptations from Satan is just a stepping stone of all achievements to come in his life. No message, no miracle, not even his sacrifice would have mattered if Jesus did not establish his victory over sin and temptation, exactly where Adam failed. What a big statement from Jesus before heavens and humans.
There is no excuse for sin. And Jesus proved it in conditions much worse than Adam's and Eve's. Resist the devil, and he'll flee from you. Draw near to God, and he'll draw near to you. Sometime after the temptations, John the Baptist is arrested, and Jesus moves to Galilee. Maybe prudence, but is it just that?
The moment John steps down in his ministry, Jesus arises. And Matthew continues to argue his thesis that Jesus is the awaited Messiah. He digs out from the corners of the Old Testament, specifically in Isaiah chapter 9 verse 1 and 2, and he looks at where Jesus started his ministry. Exactly, in Galilee, the dark land of Zebulun and Naphtali. Is this a coincidence? Unlikely, Matthew will say.
Yes, the ministry of Jesus begins, and it is in Galilee of the Gentiles. A dark land, not the best place in any way, maybe the worst spiritually. And why? There was a need. Are we judging some places as unworthy for ministry? And then the call of fishermen for disciples to help in the ministry. People that didn't have the baggage of being schooled into the best of human knowledge, but people that were teachable. Oh, they had the baggage, and it took them a while to start grasping it, but they were willing to follow. Humility and open hearts. There are some important lessons in the beginning of the ministry of Jesus.
And I would close the pages of this lesson with the understanding that Jesus began his ministry and nothing was accidental. On the contrary, according to Matthew, who witnessed everything, it was all part of a bigger plan.